In the middleweight division at UFC at 289, the first fight on the main card, the pay-per-view card, you got Marc-Andre Barriault taking on Eryk Anders. Now Barriault 15-6, Anders 15-7. This is going to be a pretty close fight, at least on paper. Both guys stand at 6'1". Both guys still relatively in the prime of their career. Anders 1 inch tall, 1 inch reach advantage, 75-74. He's a southpaw. Barriault stands right-handed, and Barriault's very active, 5.9 significant strikes per minute to 3.4 for Anders. But the takedown game favors Eryk Anders, where he lands 1.6 over the course of 3 rounds. Barriault barely lands takedowns at all. So the next big question is a takedown defense for Barriault. That's 62%. So that opens the door for Eryk Anders, who also has a nearly 80% takedown defense, which really doesn't matter because Barriault's not trying to go for takedowns. So you got the speed and quickness and the power of Barriault. I mean, don't get me wrong, Eryk Anders has power too, but he's looking to get the takedown and the ground and pound game going. So we'll see how this plays out. Now, Barriault's coming off a win over Julian Marquez by KO. Before that, he lost to Anthony Hernandez and beat Jordan Wright. That's a pretty big one. Now, Anders, on the other hand, beat Kyle Dawkins by KO, but he lost to Jung Yong Park and Andre Muniz by split decision and armbar submission. So both guys coming in this fight off a win, feeling good. And it is going to be an interesting fight. I mean, because Eryk Anders is going to shoot for takedowns. I mean, he's had 4 in his last 2 fights. That's clearly what he wants to do. But like against Jung Yong Park, he gave up 105 significant strikes compared to his 65. So despite the 3 takedowns, it didn't do much for him. Now against Kyle Dawkins, he looked great and got the finish in round 2. And that's why things are very tricky in this situation. Now, Anders is going to look more cut, more ripped, stronger. And with the weak takedown defense for Barriault, he may very well get the job done. But I'm going to lean with Barriault in this fight, right? I just think he's going to outstyle Anders and defend the takedowns a little bit better. And if he can stay on his feet, that's the key. He's going to outstrike Anders, and I think he will, just like Jung Yong Park did. So Marc-Andre Barriault wins, in my opinion. Mainly, he's going to get taken down, but mainly on significant strikes to move to 16-6 middleweight division, UFC 289.